Well, my big one, here in Eastern Oregon, I know Bob Jensen is a big supporter of Eastern EOU and Treasure Valley and Blue Mountain. Where do you stand on that? I mean, here in Eastern Oregon, we hold the university and the two community colleges pretty high, but you don't seem to put that much in when you're talking about things. You talk more about Portland Kaiser School District, stuff like that. Are you going to be behind Eastern and Blue Mountain and
Salem
all that?
Salem Kaiser's K through 12.
Well, no, that was just.
Let me put it in a different way for you. 3 districts get $2 billion of the state school fund. 3 districts.
Which districts are those?
Portland, Salem, and Lane County. The fund has $5.5 billion in it. 3 districts get half of it.
Yeah. Well,
So let me talk about my school districts out here, because I've met with all my districts out here. We have Lone, I met with Lone because I just lived at their charter school. Umatilla County School District, their whole budget is $58 million. I mean, that's the whole budget to educate all of their students. So, yes, I'm concerned about them. And yes, I think they should be purchasing more services from the Educational Service District. I'm also one that believes that we should merge smaller districts together and give them economies of scale. We've got Echo and Stanfield school districts. They're 4 miles apart. Do you think their demographics are that much different? No. But guess what? They run Echo has its own school board, own superintendent. Stanfield has its own school board, own superintendent. Do you think we have some cost efficiencies there? Right. Why do you think the educational service districts out here are trying to merge? Because they know people like me are going to get into office and we're going to force them to merge together to get economies of scale. So would you rather do it on your own terms or on my terms? And my terms are not going to be glorious. So I look at these districts and I support them, but I also want to give them enough leeway they need to know that they need to expand. And they need to know that they need to start innovating. BMCC just gave a 3% pay raise to all their employees. Did their employees need a 3% pay raise? Did BMCC improve its ability to educate by 3%? Probably not.
I
But
say
at the
yes,
same
they did,
time,
actually.
huh?
I went to BMCC, and I think they did.
Okay,
I think the
but their
professors there
graduation rates-
and the instructure there are top notch.
That
I
has-
went there, and I am very proud of going there.
But it has
And to
nothing
say
to
that,
do
that,
with
that they
how
don't
successful they
deserve a
are.
pay increase it's crazy.
Mrs. Mickelson
They do
was an-
so well there, and they get paid so little for the service that they provide because they teach in a rural area.
Just so you know, their salaries, just so you know, because that's a misnomer.
Okay.
Their salaries match Chemeketa's. And Chemeketa's match Portland Community College and Mount Hood. They are on par, their salary base is on par with what the other community colleges in the state of Oregon are paying.
And do you think that's too much or too little?
I don't look at it that way.
How do you look at it?
I look at it, how well are they producing the product that they have sent out?
And how well do you think they are?
We have to look at their graduation rates. You got to look at the number of students that they pass on to a 4-year university. You got to look at their ability to collect the debt that they've gone out and have been assigned to them. And on par, they do a pretty good job. Do I think they do and I'm using the 3% as an increase reason, because we cut Pendleton School District this year, and we cut Umatilla, and those are K through 12 schools. We have half the prison officers took a pay cut. So we're giving one union an increase because they said they were going to strike and shut down the school. I would have let them strike and shut down the school. Because what that said is every time that they want something, they just bring up the idea of, I'm going to strike. Now, do they benefit the community by threatening that every time? No. If you have a teacher at BMCC that was really a good teacher, you had to have a teacher that you really didn't like that wasn't a very good teacher. And if we took their classes, and let's say you had 2 classes that the class themselves were socially, economically the same. They were equal all parts except for the teacher. And this teacher here had a better graduation rate. More of that students went on to 4-year degrees. And this teacher didn't have that, and the classes were equal. They both got a pay raise of 3%, so they both advanced. What have we said to this teacher here?
Oh, are you asking me? Oh,
Yeah.
we're saying that they're doing the same job.
We've said mediocrity is what we're striving for.
But let me ask you though, in college though, it's not like you have one teacher your entire career. You have a variety of teachers.
You're correct.
So how are we going to differentiate between the two?
We have to
how are we
set-
going to know when one teacher is succeeding, one teacher is not?
We have to set up performance standards, and we don't want to call it tenure.